feel like
Today's the Migos. I put it too high.
I'm nervous.
I'm joking.
I gotta go get a chaser. This just spilling over the brim.
This is crazy, and this is tequila. Is it tequila? Ooh, I smell it from here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ooh. I feel like I took it.
Oh, I got shot glasses for you guys in the house. I forgot to bring them.
Oh, I love shot glasses. Oh, I love anything from other states.
Stop stalling, nigga.
Yeah.
Stop stalling, nigga. Okay, all right.
So I still haven't figured out how to intro any of this or really what to call it. So we're gonna keep calling this the Almost Show.
The Almost Show is actually a good one.
Until something crosses. I don't know who wants this. So
I'm gonna share one with you.
No, he said no. I'm good. He said
I'll take it.
You taking that shit?
If she's not gonna take it,
yeah, no.
he's a G. But
Okay. I love that.
so we're back today. But some Migos shots. Oh
my God.
bumped
I'm
me.
so
It was
sorry.
like- you didn't see that coming. You didn't see that. I gotta. Some joke.
well, they're not gonna see that.
Oh, good laptop save.
Right. Just don't get on the mics.
Cheers, guys. I'm glad we're old and still find some way to entertain ourselves.
Hurry up, Chris.
I did like 2/3.
Hurry up.
Tequila don't kick like fucking Henny.
Nope, it's not smooth at all. Well, it's smooth, but like not Henny.
No, I'm saying
I
this
did
is
like half.
smooth. Like this is nothing. Henny gives me that.
You've changed.
Tell me how I've changed, Chris.
Fuck it. Baby, please proceed with caution. Wait, I gotta show her she got options, yeah. They'll hit you with the you're my one and only when they feel lonely, it's exhausting, yeah. Your pretty soul is not for auction, no. You be Gina, I be Martin. Can we get started? Hold up, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I do want to finish that. Yeah.
No, but it's good. I don't know. I
gotta loosen up.
It's different.
Because
You just don't want, is it?
I mean, you could. I gotta hit my half, other second half. But
Yeah.
You took a half a shot.
No, me too.
I couldn't finish it. It was so.
What's wrong with you?
Listen, we don't get out as much.
We don't drink like that.
And all I do is
Like,
smoke
yes.
blunts. All I do is smoke blunts, and I
Yeah.
have a weak gag reflex. Pause.
Yeah, me too. No.
What?
You proud of your strong gag reflex?
He's like, no. No, I'm fine. I don't throw up.
I'm not taking it. No, take some.
It's fine. It's not that. The second half's not that bad.
All right,
I'm sorry, man. What do you want?
It's a
What do
baby
you
shot of
want?
tequila. It's not like fucking.
It's nasty to me. You want to try another one here?
Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I'll do another one.
Well, we can break that all in one more.
Everybody get another half. And that's why this is funny. That's why I like trying to incorporate this into whatever we film, because I really don't know what the fuck this is. To be honest, I tell Chris all the time I want this to be a morning show, so all of this is just practice. I want to get down to the point where I know how to put on a solid show for an hour straight, and then I would like get up and do it live in the morning. That's what I want. So I don't really know what the fuck this is. All right, what's the second one too?
The second one is.
The second one is to growth and becoming better performers and achievers in our life and towards our goals. Because life is about way more
None of
than
our
just.
shots get shown.
It's alright. We respect each other.
Oh, this is a lot.
So, in doing this show, my goal, or not, it wasn't my goal, but I'm learning along the way you have to be authentic. So I only wanted to bring certain people on when I actually have something to say, or
Like genuine conversation. Like, oh, I gotta talk to him. So.
yeah, or I mean, you know, things don't really matter, but I can find things to be of importance. So
Okay.
I waited a long time. Not a long time, but I wasn't even waiting. I wasn't thinking about it, honestly, which is part of this conversation, to talk to Cam. I felt like I went through a short period where I was like, damn, like I doubted our relationship for I'm going to say maybe a week.
Wait, what happened?
I'm gonna say a week. I'm gonna say a week. There was a week period of time where I was just like, you know, when you have those thoughts to yourself where you like, yo, am I tripping? Like maybe I'm
No, yeah,
looking
we
at
all have
something
those.
crazy.
I'm scared. What did I
No.
do? Wait, cut the camera.
like cut each other's ass. Like,
No, so, but this was all random. This was all just like thoughts I had. It was like maybe a month ago. I was just thinking randomly, and I felt like it was an important conversation because I feel like I went through it and it's over. It was just me. It wasn't nothing. You didn't do anything.
he does
But-
this to me too. It's not fun.
But the thing was, I feel like people go through it and not everybody handles it reasonably. I feel like a lot of times people get lost in their own emotions and like, you know, when your brain like anyway. So
Hey, can we get to what I'm really shaking. I'm like, what the fuck is he?
His voice like hip hop.
So this is just to cover an idea, right? Like that I feel like happens, right? So it was kind of late, but there was a point like a couple weeks ago when I was thinking, because Cam has a podcast that he does and was doing for the last few months, and yeah, he was a couple episodes in, and then there was a point where I was thinking about it and I was like, it was really dope, and I was like enjoying his movements and the things he was creating, and I was just like, why he asked me to be on it? You know, it was just really.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? We could talk about that.
Wait! Before you get to defend yourself, I'm not done. So I was like, yo.
I'm gonna take another shot.
No, so I was like.
Well, you have something left.
Take the second one.
What is
Where'd you
going
get another
on?
shot from?
Okay.
No, so I'm sorry. Can you close that window? I always forget.
I got you.
I was like, I was naturally like curious, and I was just like in my own head because I was like, yo, why wouldn't Cam have me on? And not to talk shit or toot my own horn, but I feel like when it comes to talking, I'm pretty good, you know. So I feel like I'm a natural shoe-in. I'm like, okay, so it's not me, I don't think, right? And then I was like, but I also trust Cam. We had small conversations about me maybe doing something, but I'm like, you know, it just never really came to fruition. Now I'm thinking like, have my friends on shows, and then I'm like, all right, well, maybe, you know, he's warming him up. You know, I got to get him ready for the main event, you know, but it just didn't happen. And in my head, well, I'm, you know, life is long. There's no pressure. But the thing is, in a moment, I can be honest, there was about a week, I was talking to Tommy about this because of a larger conversation. But yeah, we talked about it now. So I was talking to Tommy about this, how like everyone has moments or where you'll think like, hey, yo, somebody's trying to play me, or maybe there's like invisible beef, or you think somebody like might have an issue with you, or like, yo, why is this person? Yo, she's wilding. Can we just go a little bit? But there's plenty of times where, you know, people might get in their own heads of like, yo, like, why would this person do this? And then you're trying to like find a reason to the problem that may not even exist, right? And it wasn't until I was like, it took me only like a couple of days, honest to God, because then I was like, I started thinking, I'm like, why wouldn't Cam have me? I'm like, maybe he's mad at me, or he's like trying to be petty, which I don't think Cam is like that at all. That's not his character at all. But I was just making up reason, you know. Like my point of this is to show that everybody gets into those points of just, you know, sometimes get a little crazy with your thoughts or what you might think be happening or whatever. But then I started thinking, and then I was like looking over everything we've ever done, and I realized I've done like a couple shows and shit, and didn't even have him on before they started and finished, and we did like Carpool Chronicles, and I'm like, I wanted you on that, but we just kind of stopped doing it before we even really got. And I'm like, yo, it just happens, you know, life just happens, and people have plans, and I'm like, I was overthinking for a second, but for a moment I was like, yo, this nigga's like trying to be funny to me or something. But I just
Chris, you're crazy.
I know, like sometimes, you know, we start adding clues that don't exist. And,
This nigga is true to his son.
And no, but like I was, you know, I'm like, your life happens. I just analyzed it for a second. I took a couple steps back, and I was like, yeah, I'm tripping. I'm like, I got like something's going on, but nothing's going on. And then I was just like, well, whatever. Not that I was beasting even me. I don't got nothing to say, but I was just, but I was just thinking about it one day. I was like, damn, this nigga didn't even think about me. I was like, damn, what's going on? But That was it. There's nothing really going on. But you can defend yourself now if you feel like.
No, there was nothing really to defend. With the show in the beginning, I was still trying to figure out what kind of show I was gonna have. If it was just gonna be guests all the time, like I'm gonna run out of guests eventually. But so I was in this whole phase of, am I gonna do like shorter episodes with just myself, like going on rants or something, like 20-minute episodes of me just, I don't know, just talking about random shit. And I wanted to save you for later. And I just.
Hey, yo.
That sounds funny.
Oh, pause.
That sounds like 2-day-old chicken.
Pause. Whoa, what you got? Why am I chicken?
Sorry.
Why you pick that meat? What up?
Turn a nigga into poultry. No, it's just I wanted to save your episode for later. I did plan on having you on the show though, so.
Nah, I was pretty sure of that. I was pretty sure that was the reasoning.
I'm
Anyway,
only 2 episodes out in, and the other 2 that I have.
But that's the other crazy part about it, because when you really think about it, it's like this thing just started. You just got a couple things going. Are you beasting already? Like, yo, where's me? You know, but it's just like sometimes your emotions just get the best of you, and you just be like, yo, like, and I felt like because we're so close, I'm like, it was a funny like thing, but that's real. I know how sometimes people feel that stuff, and then that's when like. You know, everybody starts like you start looking over your shoulder, start doubting everybody. It's like, oh, listen, anything could seem like anything. If you're gonna move through life, you have to find trust in like the people you keep around you, and have and trust is like it really sums it all up. You have to have trust in the people around you.
Trust is definitely paramount. I hear what you're saying. I had a certain vision for it and stuff, but to like. Another story really fast. I felt the way about the Car Chronicles thing too. Really?
Damn. You see
but I figured eventually we would do it.
You see what happens.
But no.
Am I just here like for your therapy?
But no, I will say when you were doing it, I wasn't smoking at that point. I remember like that was during the phase I wasn't really smoking. You guys were smoking. I would just sit there and like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I felt like it's gonna be a whack episode. Like you gotta smoke at least. So I was like, it's fine. That was my rationale for like me calming down. I'm like, it's fine.
Well,
but you see, like.
Well, I was telling Chris that I felt like.
I didn't even realize. It wasn't until I started thinking about that and I was feeling fake salty. I was like, yo, what the fuck? But I was like, well, did I ever bring him on? But then I did. I made a whole show around us. So I'm like, that's, a little separate. I made us a whole different thing to do that we did once and then never again. But I didn't. That's like me and Bethany. People, you just be making shit up, and shit comes to life, shit dies. Like, I'm sure if we would have did Carpool Chronicles like we were supposed to, like a bunch of episodes, eventually, obviously, I'm sure he would have been there. I used your voice for the trailer. I just didn't actually do it with you. So, but that's crazy. Yeah. I used I used a clip from your podcast of you talking about chilling with us and just smoking in the car, and I mixed it into the you see.
This is a nice, very cute, mature moment.
Also it was completely unnecessary, but I'm because I'm like. Cam clearly felt the way and continue normally in our relationship, and I had my little blip and continue normally in our relationship because you gotta you have to have some sort of rationale of who you fuck with, And
you're definitely that person for me that I don't overthink our relationship ever. I never damn, does Chris really like me? Is he really my friend? I've never had that thought in my head.
Aww.
Yeah,
you shouldn't. Hey, get that.
I had no moment.
No, it's a good feeling to have, and I feel like that's what real friendship is. That's definitely what it is. Just having that full trust. I know you have my best interest at heart, and if there's something you're doing that you're passionate about, you would invite me onto it because how close we are.
Yeah, and for what reason would I ever exclude you? I don't have any reason to directly now you
Well, I was telling Chris that I felt like maybe you both I was saying that when we do talk, it's kind of personal things.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So I felt I could have thought that too. When me and Chris talk, we really talk. So. If he was on Carpool Chronicles or if you were on his show, it's kind of just what y'all really want to say and chill and talk about.
But we talk about some stuff that could be shared.
Some stuff.
No, but we be having deep conversations. The three of us.
Really deep.
Yeah.
So it's
we did today, which is crazy. We spoke for an hour and some change earlier about a whole bunch of shit, and just
that would have been good.
I know it was it was a great conversation, but instead we talk about this nonsense. So.
We're talking about so I secretly felt.
But that's just a part of life, you know. Like, has there ever been a like time for you where you feel like friends being funny, you gotta kind of check yourself? Like maybe you overreacting, like you get in your own head.
Well, I guess we always feel like that. I feel like it's our own paranoia, but I don't think I check myself. I take notes.
Oh, so you just believe it? You feel?
No, I don't believe it. I don't have enough proof to believe that I feel what I feel, so I'm just gonna put it aside. And like if it builds itself.
Oh, character notes. Like okay,
Yeah.
if this adds with anything else that says something.
Like so, it's like I'll always like notice things, but I won't even like. I'll just be like, you know what? If it gets to like 10, then that's funny shit. But I just try to just like stack it up.
Okay, so it takes a while for you to like.
Yeah.
Do you ever like confront stuff?
No.
Like, do you ever be like, yo, I noticed this, so.
No. Because I feel like, one, that's always going to make anything awkward. So I'd rather just accept the person for what they are and then just adjust myself accordingly to how, you know, they played their card. But I don't know. I don't like
That's kind
things.
of like me. I feel like conversation is tilting your hand. Because anybody that like is like funny for real, like if I'm going to tell you, hey, I'm noticing this, what's going on? You're going to be like,
like you're
no, and then now you're gonna be like, all right, he's on to me. I'm gonna switch my game. Like,
He's on to me.
I trust my gut 100%. So when I'm like, I notice something funny, and when I like her, I kind of stack up a little bit. And once I know it, once I have a case that's enough, I don't bring it to trial. I'm done.
No, yeah, I learned that like.
All right, I'm good. Yeah, okay. So nope.
Yeah, no. I just learned that you don't. I feel like everything's kind of like if you're approaching someone on how they're moving, but they feel a different way, there's nothing you can say to make someone just switch what they believe in, you know? So it's like, why am I gonna tell you how I feel or tell you how that's affecting me if that's just who you are as a person? Because I also don't want like a fake version.
Well, because people don't believe that. People believe in their own love more than anything. So they're like, oh, I'm gonna approach this person and tell them how they feel, and that person's gonna be like, oh my god, I care about you so much.
And I don't want to control anybody.
Exactly. If this is not your natural behavior, I don't want it.
Yeah, like why would you want that fake shit? That's weird. Like I like I said, I would just adjust to you. Like,
are you a confronter? Like, are you like if you feel like somebody's like weird to you, or
damn, that's tough.
Or if there's like a weird relationship, like are you more likely to speak about it or just like ignore it? If it's small, I speak about it. If it's like light, I'll be like, all right, let me just.
That's weird.
No, if it's like something weird you do that rubs me the wrong way.
Then that's a habit of theirs.
No, like light. If it's light, if it's just like.
Like, oh, I don't like the way you.
Like, oh, what's up with that?
Hey, if you're like, hey, buddy, I'm like, I don't like it being called buddy. Let's not like, I'll nip that in the bud. But if it's like,
niggas killing the buddy, like
if you're like sexist, I'm probably not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna not be your friend. Like, I'm being honest. I'm not gonna be like, hey man, your behavior is just not. I'm just gonna be like, you know what?
Do you hate women?
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna talk to you, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't face shit like that really in life. I don't know. I hate to be that guy like, oh, I keep my circle small and all that stupid shit, but there's literally like maybe a handful of people I consider friends, and then everybody else is acquaintances. Like, and I just keep it real. Like, if you're an acquaintance, you're an acquaintance. That's it.
I don't believe you. You're not telling nobody that. You're not telling nobody we're not friends. If somebody's like, hey man, like if somebody comes by that you don't really fuck with, and he's like, hey man, this is my man Kamal. This is one of my closest friends.
You're like,
you're gonna be like, what's up, dog? Like, oh yeah.
I'm not trying to get awkward for anybody, but I'm saying like on a real deep personal level, like you're not like we're not friends. We're not friends.
Like how you move on your end.
I'm not gonna treat you differently. Like
like if we link up and what's up, bro? Blah blah. Oh yeah, my nigga. Yeah, I fuck with you too.
Yeah, nah, you cool. Yeah, for sure. The last 2 times we chilled, it's been dope.
Yeah, it's been dope. Yeah, but friends, I take that term like very seriously.
I do too. I feel like I used to take it more seriously than I do now, though. Not like I don't take friends seriously, but I just feel like So I don't care. Like I feel like I'm getting so old. I don't give a fuck about nothing.
That's
I
how I
don't
feel.
give a fuck about nothing, bro. I'm just gonna like count people I fuck with. Like I don't need to call them anything. I'm like 1, 2, 3.
I feel like it doesn't even need to be like a
Like
conversation.
yeah, I'm like I don't.
No,
I,
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, this is my friend. I got a whole bunch of friends. Not really, man. I'm just.
Like I kind of felt comfortable. Like this, is how I know that I feel like that because like for my birthday, like there wasn't a moment where I felt like, oh, like let me not look too happy or too lit, like because I don't want this person to feel the way. Like I felt like whoever I
Like on social media.
yeah, just period. Like just sometimes when you don't show too much because you're not trying to rub it in nobody's face. I didn't feel like that. If you were invited and you were there.
Oh, so this is you trying to? Oh, I get what she's doing. This is her like, yo, like if you didn't get it, if you wasn't there, I got you.
No, oh
I
my
got
God, you guys
I
are
got
making
you.
everything dramatic.
I got it. She say, "Oh no, you was trying to. I didn't understand you was trying
If
to."
you were
say
invited and you didn't show up, you're a piece of shit, basically.
No, that's not what I
You
said.
just don't matter. You
I'm
just don't matter.
playing.
You just don't matter. That's all. You just don't matter.
I'm not.
Ah,
Is
okay,
that
I
how
get
that comes
Nah,
off?
I get it. No, I get what you're saying.
I'm
No,
fucking with you, I'm
because
fucking
you're taking a chance to send a message. I get it.
I wasn't sending a message. I was integrating in that conversation.
About how
And I'm saying
that's why you felt so good on your birthday.
You said like, oh, I could count my 5 on my hand, and I'm like agreeing with you, and I'm like, yeah, because I didn't feel like I left anybody out.
I get you, yeah. Everything I get you. Everybody that's important that was there. That's it.
Shady.
That's not
I
what
get
I'm
it.
saying.
No.
Shady.
No, you saying like you didn't. Everybody understands that their role and place in your life, that nobody's overextending, feeling like, yo, I should have. I get what you're saying.
I
No,
don't think you get it, but I'll take that you got it, but I don't think you got it. Cause you taking it in shade.
no. That part was a joke. But I'm saying,
Oh.
like, I mean, it depends how you look at it. But
No, the point is that
I'm not
feel
placed
like
correctly. Like,
I'm a very clear person, and everything's clear. I hope I'm clear. I
yeah.
feel clear.
yeah, you're pretty good at
Anyways,
that.
that made me feel like shit.
No. Maybe we cut that part out. We'll watch Maybe we'll go. But either way, it's all good.
No, yeah, whatever. Anyways,
Because you know the crazy part about all this? Someone's gonna watch that and be like, that bitch is talking about me.
I know,
Oh, is this shit not recording?
Chris.
Or is that the record sign? Let me see. Nah, I think it probably stopped like 20 minutes ago. Damn, it was recording, but not through the good one.
Damn, nigga.
Nah, like I record
That's
through
why
two
I'm looking
separate
on
things.
this screen. This screen matters. Just look at what the last clip was, if you could.
I'm not doing all that while we record. It's cool, but yeah. So I just wanted to have a quick confrontational talk,
Mind you, this is his intro.
and I just wanted to make sure I addressed Cam about how I felt, and also just let everybody know that I depressed this, but not. Don't get overwhelmed by your feelings. Sometimes people feel things and you think things, and you just gotta have trust for your friends. And we got a nice, we'll talk about confronting the issues we have and the friends in our life. So whatever. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to bother him with that for a second. We could drag this conversation, but then we also, I think, just lost some of the footage. So, however this turns out, it'll still be recorded, but it won't look as good. So. But we're gonna have more shit where we come on and talk, and Cam is definitely gonna come back and do more shit with us. That's how we want it, and I want it to be casual, and this isn't gonna be so dramatic. Yeah, we only have one friend.
So it's the only guest you'll see.
But
I feel special.
yeah, don't see. This is why you don't do shit.
That's sarcasm. That's sarcasm. I don't feel special.
Good for you. Anyway, so thanks, guys. We'll post more videos and shit. I'm not gonna drag these outros, but subscribe and shit. Later.
And follow everybody on
Wu-Tang.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, we'll put Instagram.